The Indian rhinoceros, also known as the Greater One Horned Rhinoceros, is a large rhinoceros species native to the Indian subcontinent. These rhinoceroses are primarily found in the floodplain grasslands and forests of northern India and Nepal. They are known to inhabit areas near rivers and swamps, where they can access water easily. Indian rhinoceroses have faced significant threats in the past due to habitat loss and hunting. However, conservation efforts have been successful in protecting and increasing their populations. They are currently classified as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Their populations have stabilized and even increased in recent years due to dedicated conservation programs and the establishment of protected areas. Conservation efforts. India and Nepal have established several national parks and wildlife sanctuaries to protect Indian rhinoceros populations. These include Kaziranga National Park in India, which is home to a significant number of Indian rhinoceroses. The skin of Indian rhinoceroses is typically grayish-brown or gray in color. Their skin is characterized by a series of deep folds, giving them an appearance of armored plates. Indian rhinoceroses have a robust and massive build. They have a hump on the back of their neck, which is formed by a buildup of muscle and fat. Indian rhinoceroses are among the largest land mammals. They can reach lengths of up to approximately 3.7 meters from head to tail. Adult Indian rhinoceroses typically weigh between 1,800 to 2,700 kilograms. However, there can be variations among individuals. Indian rhinoceroses are typically solitary animals, with adult males and females generally living alone. They establish and defend territories that they mark with dung piles and scent markings. They may tolerate the presence of other rhinoceroses within their territory but are generally not social animals. These rhinoceroses are highly territorial and can be quite aggressive when defending their territory. These rhinoceroses are known to be good swimmers and often use water as a means of escaping danger or cooling off in hot weather. They may submerge themselves partially in mud or water to regulate their body temperature and protect their skin from parasites and insects. Indian rhinoceroses are more active during the early morning and late evening, which is a behavior known as crepuscular. They often rest during the hottest parts of the day. Indian rhinoceroses share their habitat with a variety of other wildlife species, including elephants, tigers, and various bird species. Their interactions with these animals can vary but are generally peaceful unless they feel threatened. Indian rhinoceroses may emit snorting sounds, often when they are agitated or alarmed. Snorting can serve as a warning signal to other animals that they are in the vicinity. Grunting is another vocalization used by Indian rhinoceroses. It can be heard during interactions with other rhinoceroses or during courtship and mating. While not as common as snorting and grunting, Indian rhinoceroses can produce deep, low-frequency roars. Roaring may occur during territorial disputes or when a rhinoceros is particularly agitated. Huffing is a sound made by forcefully expelling air through the nostrils. It can be a sign of irritation or frustration. Some Indian rhinoceroses have been observed making murmuring or murmuring-like sounds. These softer vocalizations may occur during various social interactions or while foraging. While vocalizations are part of their communication repertoire, Indian rhinoceroses also rely on non-vocal forms of communication. They use scent markings, dung piles, and visual cues like body postures to communicate with other rhinoceroses and establish territory. Grasses make up a significant portion of the Indian rhinoceros's diet. They graze on various types of grasses found in their habitat, including both tall and short grass species. Grasses provide the bulk of their daily food intake. Indian rhinoceroses also consume a variety of leaves from trees and shrubs. They use their prehensile lips to grasp and strip leaves from branches or twigs. This behavior allows them to access a wider range of plant species. In addition to grasses and leaves, Indian rhinoceroses may feed on aquatic plants, especially when they are in areas with water bodies like rivers, lakes, or marshes. These plants are an important part of their diet. While fruits are not a primary part of their diet, Indian rhinoceroses have been observed consuming fruits when they are available. This can include fruits from trees and bushes in their habitat. In some regions, bamboo may be a part of their diet, particularly when other food sources are scarce. Indian rhinoceroses can feed on bamboo shoots and leaves. Indian rhinoceroses are known for their ability to forage efficiently. They use their prehensile lips to grasp and pull vegetation into their mouths. Their feeding behavior often involves cropping grasses close to the ground and stripping leaves from branches. Indian rhinoceroses typically obtain a significant portion of their water from the vegetation they consume. However, they also drink water directly from rivers, lakes, and other water bodies when available. Indian rhinoceroses reach sexual maturity at different ages, but it generally occurs between 4 and 7 years for females and around 10 years for males. However, males may not establish territories and successfully mate until they are older and more experienced. Indian rhinoceroses are solitary and territorial animals. Adult males establish and defend territories that include access to water and prime grazing areas. Territories are crucial for attracting females during the breeding season. Breeding begins with courtship behavior. Male Indian rhinoceroses follow and court receptive females within their territory. Courtship behaviors can include vocalizations, sniffing, and displays like scraping the ground with their feet. Once courtship is successful, mating occurs. Mating typically takes place on land or near water. The male mounts the female for copulation, which can last for several minutes. Indian rhinoceroses have been observed mating throughout the year, but there may be peaks in mating activity during certain seasons. After successful mating, the female has a gestation period of approximately 16 months. This is one of the longest gestation periods among mammals. During pregnancy, the female prepares for the birth of her calf. Female Indian rhinoceroses usually give birth to a single calf. The birth typically occurs in a secluded area, and the mother provides care and protection to the calf. The calf is born with a protective layer of skin folds, which gradually disappears as it matures. The mother is responsible for caring for and protecting the calf. She nurses the calf for an extended period, often up to 2 years or more. During this time, the calf relies on its mother's milk for nutrition and gradually starts to eat vegetation. As the calf grows and becomes more independent, it may start to roam away from its mother but usually remains within her territory. Eventually, it will establish its own territory if it's a male. Female Indian rhinoceroses generally have a relatively long reproductive cycle, and they do not reproduce annually. The interval between successive pregnancies can be several years, which is influenced by factors such as food availability and environmental conditions. Indian rhinoceroses have a long lifespan, with some individuals living for several decades. This extended lifespan allows them to reproduce over multiple breeding seasons. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.